feel right.
Right.
So.
You know what? Oh, let me restart. Oh, is this working? Let me see. Oh, we are working. Okay, cool. Let's see. Okay, so we want to do a backup for this Dell XPS. What is this? Oh, Inspiron N7010. So yeah, I have to. Oh, it might just be right here. Let me see if this hard drive is under this panel.
Well, you put it in, so you would know.
Yeah.
This is the one that you worked on for me. You put the new hard drive in.
That was a while ago,
That
because
was
this
quite a
is
while
definitely
Yeah.
beyond the normal lifespan of this computer.
Yeah. Yeah, you took care of me. You put a hard drive in it and everything, and it
Let
was.
me just
it
see if
worked
it's
out
under
pretty
this
good.
panel. Otherwise, I have to tear the whole machine apart. Oh, it's right
There it
here.
is.
Good. So this, good. This will be an easier job than I was afraid of. Okay, cool. So I'll pull this drive out, grab your stuff over, and then we're good.
Okay,
That
beautiful.
depends on how much stuff you have on here for how long, but definitely by the end of the day.
Oh, okay. You think it'll take that long?
Well, not even that. Yeah, okay, I figured you were gonna, I don't know if this is hurry up and wait. It's gonna take, I don't know how long, but maybe more than an hour. So it's probably worth you going to lunch and coming back.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. So I'll just get on that.
Okay. I didn't think it would be that long. There's not that whole lot on there.
Right.
I think less than 5. Less than.
Well, it's a 500 gig drive.
Yeah. I think it's probably less than 500. Obviously,
Got it.
it's less than 500.
Right. So
Yeah, it's
I'm
probably 3/4, but not a big deal.
Got it.
Mostly just photos and stuff. That's why I wanted not
Well,
to lose it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab everything. And by doing this upgrade, this drive here has a lot more life left in it than the rest of the computer at this point, because this is like a 10 or 15-year-old computer.
Yeah, everything was working beautifully,
Right.
except for, like I said, it just shut itself off.
Right. So the motherboard finally. I used to do warranty repair on this machine 10
Oh.
years ago.
Now, do you have any knowledge of doing a refurb on an Xbox 360?
I don't know a game guy. So why do you have is it just not powering up or what?
Well, it's powering up, but it's not opening the drawer for the game disc to be put in it. And
Yeah, I don't know a guy who does game. I had a guy I was working with very briefly, but I don't have anyone right now.
Okay, because I had it work. It worked for me,
Right.
and then I put it up for sale because I have like 28 games to go with it. I have
Yeah.
like 5 remotes,
Yeah.
controllers, and I have the DVD player for
Right.
it, and I have the books for the games.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff going with it. Have the
Right.
headset to play online.
Right.
Have the little camera.
Yeah.
Have all of it, but the guy wanted to buy it, and I said, well, let me double check to make sure it works, because I don't
Right.
want to sell anything that doesn't work.
Right.
And I pulled it back out of the box, and I plugged it in, and I got the remote out, and I got the game going, and I hit the button, and the button turned green, and then it started blinking an orange.
Right.
And I was like, oh, shoot, what's going on with this now?
Yeah.
And I figured, oh, this thing's electronics,
Got it.
Good
Yeah.
1 minute and not so good the next.
Right. Yeah, that's gaming. So much of our modern technology is not particularly repairable. I mean, there are specialty technicians that know how to do that sort of thing, but it's become its own little skill, and that's the biggest frustration.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, what's interesting is Game Stop.
Yeah.
They refurbish them all the time.
Right.
I guess they do, anyways.
Right. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug. Let's see here. I'm looking for a place to plug your drive and my drive both in. So,
So how long you been at this place?
just a month. This is brand new to me.
Oh, wow. Very
Yeah.
cool. You like the location so far?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Everyone keeps asking me, so how's business? So obviously it's going to take more than a month
Sure.
to figure that out.
Well, for sure, whatever you do, tell them exactly where you are, because
Right.
I swear my phone.
Well, I
can't even-
forgot to text you because I got sight up to yesterday turned out to be busier.
Oh, good. I'm
But-
glad it was busy for you.
Yeah, thanks. But I figured out a shortcut I like to send people. It's here. In fact, oh, that's right, because I think you're one of the few customers that goes off of my regular phone number, because a few years ago I changed my number to an 8 number,
Oh, I see.
just so I can wean myself off of my private number.
Absolutely. I took your card, so you want me
Yeah.
to use that number from now on?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, see, you're in my regular thing, so that's probably why I failed to send you a text. If I do this, if I just go CS, and it gives you all the details for where I am, I'm just, so now it's like the full description.
Got it.
Yeah, that was me. I just texted. So
Okay.
now this drive, let's plug this in.
So what do you do with this? Are you on an
Oh, yeah.
podcast?
Yeah, well, I'm giving these conversations go live,
Wow.
and then I edit. If any, I didn't give you any warning, but normally I would say don't say your name or private data like phone numbers, passwords, and stuff, so that these conversations can be of use to people publicly.
Oh, I
Because
see.
it's potentially I could get somewhat of a crowd on YouTube to follow me online, and that could go somewhere. So
So that's what you're working
I'm
on.
working on it. Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
going to be very slow burn.
Uh-huh.
And then, like, if this was a bigger job, I could
You would-
film me
you would
doing
wanna
the work.
film you doing the
and
work.
someone wants to know how to tear this thing apart because it relieves a lot of
Yeah, but
anxiety.
doesn't that take away from your potential business?
Not really, because it caters to the whole world.
It does, and it brings you business.
Yeah,
money.
I'm not going to garner nothing but a bunch of locals that follow me on YouTube.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, and
Gotcha.
obviously, most people, even if they see me do the work, they're not the types to actually do the work.
Sure.
It's
sure.
like, well, me personally, I do my own oil changes, but most people don't do their own oil changes.
No, I
either.
get what you're saying. Because I
Yeah.
actually, when I want to repair something that happens, like my thermostat went out on my dryer,
Yeah,
and I was just like, oh my God, do I spend $400 or $500 to buy a new dryer,
right,
or do I? Because the dryer spun and everything, it just didn't get hot.
right,
So I looked it up on YouTube, and it was a $2.90 part.
yeah,
And I went down to the store down in Torrance to buy the part,
right,
and it was just a itty bitty little piece with 2 screws on it.
yeah,
And I popped the back of the panel off of the dryer, and there it sat, and I just put in the new piece, and it works perfectly.
right. Okay, so we're waiting on, this is the internal drive. Good, and then this is, so, okay, it looks like you had a couple partitions.
Yeah,
Okay, so Jeff is this is his computer, not yours, right?
no, it's my computer.
Okay, but this profile's named Jeff, so,
That's probably just his user login.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whomever set it up first,
I did.
okay, well, if I put the drive in, I probably labeled it Jeff.
You might have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's probably why.
Yeah.
So let's see if this is a hurry up and wait.
I think it's not going to take long, to be honest
Right.
with you. It's probably longer for me to get parking again.
Yeah, right, yeah.
To be honest
That's
with
the only
you.
detriment to this location.
I was going to say it is kind of unfortunate because at first I thought when I drove by it the first time I was like, shoot, maybe I could have pulled in
Right,
because that spot was available initially, but by the time I passed it, all the spots were all congested with the construction going on over
I
here.
don't even see what they were working on.
I don't know
That's just
either.
today that
Yeah.
they started.
Yeah, and so I just was like, okay, well that's not going to work out for me, so I had to go around the block, which is fine. Not a big deal.
All right. Oh my goodness, are we telling me this is it?
Yeah, there's not much on there.
Really? So I'm
I-
grabbing all the folders that normal people would care about, which is the desktop, the documents, the
Right.
downloads, the favorites.
Yeah, yeah, and I'll get rid of all the whatever I don't need. But the main reason why is because I could have tried to turn it on again today, but when it did that to me, I just was like, shoot, I don't want to lose those photos.
Right. Okay.
'Cause, you know, they're
So
of my kids when they were little.
yeah. Okay. So
and
you
all
have
kinds of
more than
stuff.
Dinka 26. Is that maybe a different?
No, that's me. That came off of my old computer, I think.
Okay. So
And I've been
okay. So this
whittling
is
through stuff.
well. It looks like a full profile. Let's see here.
Yeah, that's me. Into
Okay. So this
26.
one looks like it probably has a lot more data in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, when it asks me, when it says you don't have current permission to access this folder, that
Uh-huh.
implies there's a bunch of stuff we care about.
Right.
I mean, that's not
And-
technically
and-
what it means, but
And would I have to log on again?
no, what we're doing is just dumping the
just
raw
put-
folders,
right,
yeah, because
right.
these folders are all labeled desktop,
Right,
documents,
right,
downloads.
So when I go to plug this in my
Right,
external
yeah.
into my other computer,
Right.
I'll be able to open those up and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. because everything is verbatim, just labeled as it is, you're going to recognize it for what it is. And in the future, like, I don't know, did we set you up on Microsoft Office 365?
No, you set Jeff up though.
Okay, well, okay, so if you guys are paying $100 a year, that's a terabyte of cloud backup. So technically, you wouldn't even need me to do this. You would have been backed up to the cloud and sign into that account on a replacement computer, and this stuff just comes back down.
Right. I haven't, you know what? I haven't gone to the cloud yet for
Right.
the fact that I'm not 100% comfortable with it.
Right.
I mean, I have a little bit of cloud space where all my stuff goes to the cloud, and then it tries to back up all my devices, and it tells me I need to buy more space,
Yeah.
and it never stops, right? It keeps telling me I need more space.
Got it. Yeah.
So I'm just not there yet. I buy externals because I like to be able to put my information where I know it's at and not worry about it being on the cloud
Got it.
and spending whatever. Because I'm already spending $1 a month more just for the
Right.
cloud for the stuff I don't ever go and retrieve or anything.
Right.
Now it wants me to spend $2 more.
Got it.
And you know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
never ends.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just have those,
Yeah.
and then that way I know I date them.
Yeah.
I'll date that one like
Yeah.
2021 and 22.
Yeah. I tell people to put a text file on the drive itself and maybe a physical sticky note so that you can date it. You can
Yeah.
mention this conversation.
Yeah, yeah, and not only that, like I have 4 other drives that are all full, so
Right.
they're dated with, and they say full.
Okay, so you have a lot more data on this machine, on that, in this profile, this Dinka 26.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that is probably why I'm going to tell you to come back after lunch.
Okay.
So this is what we're waiting on. It's hurry up and wait. So we're up
Yeah.
to 65 gigs. Now technically that could only take 10 or 20 minutes. We can see what sort of ETA we have.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Because like I said, it's probably take longer for me to go down,
Right, yeah.
drive away, and then turn around and drive back.
Right, yeah, yeah.
So hey, have you been traveling or anything
No,
like that?
no, I've been local. I mean, ultimately,
Last time I saw you, when you did
I only
this
have a
for me-
1-year lease here. I don't know how long I want to stay local.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I was going to get caught into a 3-year lease, but they let me have it 1 year.
Oh, very cool. So last time I saw you, when you worked with me on that, I
That
think
was in Manhattan.
it was in Manhattan, and I think you were getting ready, or you were hoping to go on a trip.
Well, I don't remember because the last real trip I went on was 5 years ago. Then I've been to Florida once or twice since.
Okay.
But
So
really,
it was probably the 5 year ago.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe I've had
Florida was 3 years ago. Yeah.
that. Okay. Did
Yeah,
you go
but-
to and visit people, or did you
Yeah.
go and live there for a bit?
No, my dad's in Florida, so I just visited for a week
very
or two.
cool.
Yeah.
Where, what part?
Tampa.
Okay, nice, nice.
Yeah. He watches me live on YouTube too.
Oh, fun.
My full sister lives out here. She's back there now with her family,
Oh, is she?
visiting
is
him.
She?
Yeah.
Oh, how cool is that? So,
Yeah, there's 5 of us kids. So my parents split when I was 9. So he's got 3 of his daughters there, my sisters.
is your YouTube on here?
Yeah, that's why I put the YouTube logo there, so that
Yeah.
someone like you would ask me what's up,
That's it
rather
right
than
there.
just putting the verbiage there and adding
Okay.
more clutter.
Okay.
But yeah, so if you just go here,
I will. I'll
yeah,
subscribe.
thanks,
Sure.
that helped me out. So
And anybody I know,
Yeah.
I refer you to.
sweet, yeah,
So I'll definitely,
Sweet.
support you on
yeah,
that.
yeah. I try to get like when people come in, hey, do you want to be on YouTube? And as long as I mean, like I got YouTube videos of just a blank screen because I didn't get the permission to get their photo. Not everyone wants to be on camera. I got to
Sure.
figure out how to. Hey, do you want to help me out? And some people get like, not everyone wants to
Be on film.
be on film.
Yeah, yeah. Be documented.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Gotcha.
So I got to figure out an easy way of just being cavalier and casual about just.
Or just keeping it to
Right.
yourself doing your thing.
Yeah.
Not
right.
really including your customer.
Right. But I
But
figured
what
that.
you can do is you can ask your customer to go to your site
Yeah.
and rate you.
Right.
If you really liked my job, can
Yeah.
you go and say,
Oh, I got good reviews online.
oh, I bet you
Yeah,
do. I
yeah.
bet you do. But that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That would be another option.
Yeah, the YouTube thing is something I'm up to that's a little different.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know how when you, like, I'll subscribe, and
Right.
then when I subscribe, I'll say, and thanks, you did a
Oh,
great
right.
job on
Thanks.
my,
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
know what
on
I'm saying?
on the comments.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
See it on YouTube here. Do you have the YouTube app on your phone?
I don't on my phone,
All right.
I have it on my computer.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
it basically if you have a Gmail account, you have a YouTube account.
Right.
So-
And I do have I have something on YouTube.
All right.
I have a my very first video photography
You got 300 gigs worth, 318 gigs worth of data. And right now it's saying 8 hours, but it's not literally going to take that
Oh
long.
God, I wouldn't think it would take 8 hours, but Jesus.
But yeah, it is implying it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. It really doesn't seem like that much, to be honest with you. That's so funny.
You know, a lot of that is arbitrary, but I'm an outsider. I don't want to be too discretionary and just assume you don't want certain random files.
I understand. And I'd rather have it all brought over, and then I can just start
Yeah,
deleting.
you can
and
do your
cleaning-
house cleaning later.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
That's
clean it
really
up.
how that works.
And that's kind of what I have been doing, because I have my other hard drives that I have been literally putting photos off
Yeah.
into them in files, and
Right.
dating them and metadating them.
Yeah.
So I know when I go to find something, I can find it immediately instead of going, oh my God, it's just like,
Right.
everywhere. Because I shot a lot of photography forever.
Oh wow. Yeah. I don't know how photographers manage all that data.
Oh my God.
Because it adds up easy,
Well, I shot
especially
for,
if you got a fancy camera.
yeah, I had fancy equipment.
Those raw
and-
files, just one file is big.
Yeah,
big-
well, my
yeah.
I have a Canon 7D,
Right.
and I have a Canon 20,
Yeah.
which is older. But my 7D has the big, it's like,
Full frame.
yeah, well,
it's a big camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's the file, and that's just large format. It shoots a 5300 by 3600,
Right.
so I can get I can blow up a picture the size of that wall
Right.
off of one of my
Yeah.
files.
That's always fun.
Yeah, but I shot for Maricosta boys men's football
Right.
for 14 years.
Right.
And I shot the women's water polo there for 4, and
Yeah.
then I moved into shooting for San Diego State for 6 for men's Division I rugby,
Yeah.
and I shot for Cal Poly women's water polo for 4.
Right.
Every game,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
for that many years.
Cool.
And I even went to all the tournaments and the nationals and stuff like that. And I would post I'd whittle it down to about anywhere between 300 and 450 photos per game to upload to my website.
Wow.
Yeah, and I did that for a long time. That
Well,
was
they got
my
websites
business.
designed to host that stuff
Yeah,
so that you
yeah, I
don't
went
have
through
that.
SmugMug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have to buy big
Right.
giant,
Your own server. Right.
server. Yeah,
Right.
I paid for SmugMug. I paid for the Pro app,
Right.
which was about $200 a year.
Right. Well, that's
And
yeah.
it
If
was
that's your
nice.
passion, that's not much money. Yeah.
No, it was cheap.
Yeah.
I got to create my website the way I wanted it to look, and it was great. My followers, I had hundreds and thousands of followers.
Right.
They were able to buy whatever they wanted, because
Right.
I opened up the buying process to where they could buy T-shirts,
You
mugs.
just the SmugMug automatically watermark your stuff.
No, I had to build my own watermark
Yeah.
and put it on there, so people, if they pilferaged it, which
Right.
they did, and put it on other social medias, at
Right.
least you'd see my watermark across my
Yeah.
photos.
Right.
Yeah.
And if they tried to Photoshop it, that would be
Oh,
evident.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. And I made
Yeah.
it to where it was not going to
It'd
be
be
Photoshoppable.
obnoxious for them to try to fix it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if they wanted to really waste any of that time, it's easier just to
Right.
buy a $3 picture.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Buy the $3 picture, bring it home, and then take a picture of it, right?
No, I like download. The only reason the service I like is being able to download a pretty wallpaper for the computer.
So, besides YouTube, do you have your business on another social?
Well, on Facebook, YouTube, Yelp, all those review sites. Yeah,
Very good, very good.
those accounts are old. I just figured because when it got slow, because the economy slowed down and
Yeah.
the pandemic, I needed to fill up the time. So
Yeah.
that's why I tried to go live and invite people to actually just call me live and just sort of like a radio show sort of
How
environment.
fun. Sure, yeah, kind of keep you busy.
Yeah, exactly.
And keep you social.
Yeah,
Otherwise
exactly.
you'd go crazy.
That's exactly what got me into this about 2 years ago. And
Right.
I mean, obviously it's very, very slow growth, but I have been watching 1 or 2 subscribers show up one or two times a week.
That's awesome.
So it's just, yeah, we'll see what happens. Now that I have the room to do what I want and I'm more, I gotta make sure all my bills are paid, but I wanna get a couple more cameras. So I can film see there's a camera directly over that desktop computer, which is actually what's on the screen right now. So you can see me screwing around inside the machine.
Oh, very cool.
That giant desktop here. So we're doing we're upgrading this machine here. I got a camera that gets to show here.
Gotcha.
But now I need another camera that shows the customer and I this customer is cool. He likes being out at it. So the advantage of this format is that he gets like an education with it.
Sure.
So like for this exact problem, he'll probably never have to call me again.
Right, because he's getting more informed
Right.
on this.
Yeah, and then he'll have this video to refer to. And like you said, get to your thought, well, maybe there's less work. Oh, hi, how are you?
Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
how's it going?
Chris, how
Yes,
are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Come on in.
My goodness.
Yeah, this is what I'm up to.
Oh, going to town here.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Labrador?
yeah, part. He's Lab, Dane, Weimaraner, and Dachshund.
Oh, that's not your space over there?
No, this is.
No, I know. It looked like it went around the corner.
Oh, right, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah, I'm paying $1,100 for this one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then I got a fairly large closet, too. So,
Okay.
yeah. But now you see what I'm up to. I'm actually, this is my studio. I film what I do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
So I
amazing.
invite customers over and.
He's got him on screen right now. Can you see my hand?
Oh yeah, I can see your hand. Yeah,
Hi there.
yeah. So basically, that's my doing. Most of my work is house calls, but this is my landing
I
zone.
thought you were doing computer
Yeah.
repair.
Yeah, I'm pulling data off of her laptop right now.
Oh.
Yeah, see, we're
Okay.
doing it right there.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
Oh,
that's
he's great
another.
at
There's another customer right there. That's why we were standing right here. I was showing
Can
her.
you show me
Oh, okay.
how he's
I got
going
a
to be working
camera
in on
that
this?
films the work, so my
Yeah,
customer
yeah.
and I can just do it right here.
Wow.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
So that's a lot better than what I had. But yeah. So.
I have a development in my space if you're
Yeah.
interested in hearing about it.
Oh yeah, what's up?
Yeah, and
I got a couple. Actually, the reason I got the space is because I had an inside. Because one of my customers, I got a few customers that are realtors.
oh,
So
okay.
that's how I knew about this. It opened up, and obviously they all know each other.
Yeah,
And because everyone knows me,
right.
it's like so many of my customers are realtors. It's like, oh, we know Chris. He can have this one here.
Yeah.
So
That's
how I got-
awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome.
The network has worked out for me.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah.
Well, I was thinking because I had a tech company in there before,
yeah.
and they had the signage on
Right.
on the streets. And we
Yeah.
had 140,000 people a day
Yeah.
going by there, and the walk-ins and the calls are
Right.
non-stop over there. You
Right.
can imagine. I drove by here about 3 times before. I thought I was on that side of
Right. Oh,
the
right.
street, whatever.
They
Yeah,
were heading-
this
Yeah.
address is not the
This
most.
address is difficult because I was
Yeah.
only coming from
Yeah.
Hermosa and it was sending me north to Manhattan.
Weird.
And I said, I know Chris said he was in Redondo, and
Yeah.
I know Redondo fairly well, but
Yeah.
not perfectly well, like
Right.
exactly the address.
The numbers, right?
That's why I said, what were the cross streets? Because I'm going the wrong way, and it's making me go the wrong way, my direction on my
Right,
map.
Yeah.
right.
How weird is that?
Yeah,
This building, I guess, I'm finding out the hard way. It's not the best anyway.
Well, at least you're into
Yeah.
it very shortly to
Yeah,
find
I've only got
out
one-
verbally from us that
Yeah.
it was
I'm
really,
only locked in for a 1-year lease.
yeah,
so.
really awkward
Yeah.
to find
Yeah.
you.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just, maybe I should call you, but
Yeah.
I have a proposal for you,
Sure.
and I'm willing to wait,
Yeah,
and I'm telling you the truth.
yeah,
When I had one guy move in there doing
Yeah.
tech or
Yeah.
iTech, and he's expanded from there.
so it's a good
But
problem.
when he
Yeah,
left there, he started his own, and within a year and a half, he had 2 other people working there to
right.
cover the walk-in
Right.
business and the
Wow.
calls.
Wow.
We put the phone calls. It's at an
Right.
intersection.
His office
Where
is,
were
he's
you
almost
looking?
in front of
I'm
the
at the corner
Redondo
of
High.
Vincent and PCH,
Okay.
and I got 2 12x10 windows
Yeah.
facing PCH.
Oh, very
Yeah.
cool.
And one on the side
Right.
facing when you're at the stop sign.
Right.
Okay.
People are picking up their cell phone
Yeah.
when they're at either stop sign, and
Right.
they're calling all day.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I guess if you'd like me to call you later, I have a proposal for you if you think you might want to use it
Yeah.
down
Well,
the
I
road.
did commit to this for 12 months, so 11 more months, and
Yeah.
then I can do whatever I want.
Right.
yeah.
Right. But what I like, let me
Yeah.
let me
Yeah,
call
sure.
you.
Yeah.
And
If you like, I could step out if
No.
you want to still
No,
talk
I
to
don't
him
want-
about the
No.
proposal. I
Yeah,
don't
she's
mind.
waiting for data to get transferred.
I just figured by the time I got in my car and drove away, I'd probably have to turn around, drive
Yeah.
back, and park. And so
Yeah,
I
that's pretty much
wait.
where she is. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
But yeah, if you want some privacy, I
No.
can give you
I'll
privacy.
call him.
Yeah.
You're a client. I would never do that to a
Oh,
client.
I don't mind. I'm easygoing.
Yeah.
I respect Chris enough to say, hey,
Yeah. But yeah.
And by the way, dog's welcome.
Cool. Yeah. I saw you have your
I have a dog too.
Yeah. He's
Was
not,
my dog with you when you were down
Yeah.
there?
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a golden retriever,
Oh,
so I'm a
I
dog
love,
guy.
and I loved Labradors. I lost my.
Those are my
love.
two favorite. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, she got a bump on her elbow, and I thought because she was almost 9.
Yeah.
I thought, gee,
That's
she's
normal.
probably got arthritis, right?
Right.
So I bought some arthritis stuff on Amazon,
Yeah.
and then I put it on,
Right.
and the little bump just really didn't go away. And
Right.
then like another, because she ran a lot.
Right.
They need exercise, and so
Yeah.
I'd run her, and then about a day or two after I noticed that bump, she was like, "Ay!" And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Roxy,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
wrong, hon?" So I went over, and she was really favoring that arm. So I took her into the animal hospital on
Yeah.
5th and Hermosa, and I go
Yeah.
see Dr. Liebel. He's
Right.
a wonderful man. He says, "Oh, Dina, I don't know. Well, let's take a biopsy." So he tapped into it.
Malignant, huh?
It was cancer. And,
Yeah.
and it was so rare.
Shit,
By 3 days,
Yeah.
right, it was this big
Wow.
now on her arm. So it split open. It wouldn't mend because the
Right.
cancer went ballistic.
Right.
And he goes, "I'm sorry, I don't know what to do." And I says,
Right.
"Well, let's get him an x-ray of the elbow because if it's in her bone, she's done. But if it's not in her bone, I'll go to an oncologist down
Right.
in Orange County and I'll have them pack it full of chemo beads, right, and try to give her some life expectancy,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Right.
a little
exactly.
longevity there." So I get her down. Unfortunately, it wasn't, or I should say at the time, fortunately, it wasn't in the bone. So I get her down to the oncologist in Orange County within 2 days, and I immediately schedule her for a surgery
Right.
to go in there and pack it full of chemo beads.
Right.
And Dr. Donald Ritchie, she unfortunately gave me the bad news when she was getting ready to put her under and stuff. She did another X-ray of the
Yeah.
elbow, and it was in the bone.
Yeah.
That's how fast it spread within
Right.
less than a week.
Yeah.
And so I says, "Well, doctor, what do I do?" She goes, "Well, Dina, the only way to get really good margins is you amputate."
Right.
And I was like, "Oh my God." She goes, "But I'll tell you, your dog is super fit.
Right.
We never had her fixed, so she
And they
didn't
get
have-
around on 3 legs like you wouldn't
Oh,
believe.
God.
Right,
I
yeah.
see that all the time.
She
Yeah.
was amazing."
Yeah,
And
it's
crazy.
I said, "You know what? Let me talk to my husband." We talked about it, and we go, "Oh my God, it's going to be about $10,000.
Right.
We love her so much.
Yeah.
We have to go for
Sure.
it." So we went for it. We said, "Let's do it." She amputated. I got another 3 months of life with her. But
Wow.
at least it was quality life.
Right.
And again, like you said, as soon as she came out from
Right.
underneath, she was immediately wanting to walk around. They had
Yeah.
to gurney her because she
Yeah.
needed to understand she was missing a limb.
Mm,
And
yeah.
then when I got her home, the very first day, I opened the front door to go get the newspaper, and she beat me, and then she went off the step and face dove, and I was like, "Oh, I can't let that happen again," because she forgot she was missing
Right.
a limb.
Yeah.
But she wanted that paper really bad.
Right.
She had missed getting the. She would go get the newspaper and bring it to my dining room table every morning.
Jesus.
She was
Wow.
so smart, and she swam like nobody's business. So
Right. Yeah.
as
he's a
soon as
water
the
dog.
sutures all came out, with about like 2.5 weeks later, because she was incision from here to here, we took her to the lake for a solid week
Wow.
and swam her.
Right.
And she played frisbee and caught the frisbee as
Yeah.
the tripod.
Yeah.
So I put a junior's lifeguard water shirt on her.
Yeah.
You know, one of those waterman shirts.
Yeah.
It was cute. I just tucked the sleeve in on this side so it fit her perfectly.
Yeah.
She looked great in it. And
Well, you did the right thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
I-
gave her some more quality of life towards the end and everything. My Charlie's a good friend. He has a dog, a golden, a large cream one that weighs 130 pounds, and Cody just had a surgery for spleen. He had cancer, and they went in and they took it out, but it metastasized to the other organs in the body.
oh, that's what happened with her.
So he's playing. I go visit them at the park at 4 o'clock every day where I live, and he's got like 6 months to go. You know?
Oh.
Sweet animal, sweet.
Yeah,
sweet
that's
animal.
kind of what happened to her too, unfortunately. And here she is. Hold on. See, this is so bizarre. This is where it told me to go.
That's weird.
This
yeah.
is where it wanted me to go. See,
That's weird.
and this is where I am right now. But it kept, and I turned around on aviation. I was like, "No, this
well, you
isn't
have me
right."
labeled. I'm wondering what's in the contact card.
Oh, I'll show you.
Yeah. So what do you have for
I
my
basically,
address?
oops.
There's my dog
Okay.
out at, and
Oh yeah.
there's Charlie. You met
Yeah.
Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
See, show you.
Where was that picture?
My backyard.
Oh sweet.
See,
Yeah,
right?
that's weird.
And I did that.
And it says it's 3
Say-
point. Let me
yeah.
see. Yeah, that's weird.
I told you I wasn't crazy. I was like, this is so bizarre.
Okay, let's do this. Let's modify.
Chris, is this your bathroom here?
No, that's a closet. But there's a bathroom in the back.
Oh,
There's a communal bathroom in
oh,
the back.
communal bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing that this office doesn't have, other than being upstairs. There's no private bathroom.
Oh, okay. And that's nothing. That's just a curtain there.
yeah,
There's no space
blocking
there.
my closet, my shelf of supplies. Yeah, that's
Okay.
about it.
Hey, listen, let me call you
Yeah,
later.
sure.
And I just want to tell you, you're familiar with the space.
Yeah.
You got that one large room, which is
Yeah.
about the size of
This is
maybe
about, the
maybe
whole place is about 400 feet.
yeah. That back room's about 380 or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then if you could utilize the front area,
Yeah.
you know those desks in the front area we were
Right.
talking. Cute. How sweet is that? Adorable.
That's my girl
Oh, wow.
And
with her cancer
There's
shirt.
there's a
on.
lockable there's a lockable storage area
Yeah.
in the back.
Sweet.
That's 4.5 by 10 feet deep. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I just painted that
All right.
today. So let me call you.
All right.
The thing is I'm about to make a move. I'm not comfortable with the fit,
Right.
but if down the road if it could work for you,
Yeah.
I think it would be a boom for your
Yeah.
business. I really
Right.
mean that on a
Yeah,
daily basis.
because you know someone
Yeah.
who was in a similar situation where either.
Well, not only that, I had
Yeah.
when I was in the ticket business, I get it
Yeah.
all day long too.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're at stop sign in both directions. Well, I'll call you later.
All right.
What's a good time to call you?
Whatever later. She's the only one I've got scheduled today. Otherwise, I gotta go move my motorhome, and then that's about it. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a jingle. Nice to meet you.
Likewise, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I love dog stories, but
Yeah. Well, you know,
Sorry
she
about
had
that one.
she had a lovely life with us. That's all I
Yeah.
can say. We know that we're always going to outlive them. They don't live as long as we do.
yeah,
Yeah.
very good.
Peace.
All right, Chris, I'll give you a jingle.
All right.
And
Nice to meet you.
Sure.
Nice to meet you. Good luck.
Thanks.
Where's your motorhome?
Oh, it's in Harbor City.
Where you moving it to?
I just gotta move it. I got a parking ticket because I haven't moved it in a week.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, they weren't enforcing it for the pandemic, so I
Right,
would be
right.
lazy about it, and I'll move it once a week. But now it's been sitting, so I gotta get back on it and move
Yeah,
it. It
yeah,
drives
yeah,
fine, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
obviously you get lazy. It's a big old vehicle. I can only
Do you
move
live
for-
in it?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
I've
Very
been
cool.
so I bought two not rental properties yet, but dirt properties for the money I've saved in rent.
Oh.
Because when I moved to Manhattan, that was a bad business decision. I earned less. So what I did is start scrounging my money together and bought the motorhome because I only found out through research, I figured out that I could legally street park it.
Okay, but you have to be in certain cities.
Yeah, Harbor
Right,
City.
Harbor City. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And in fact, it's parked directly across the street from one of his babysitters. There's a dog
very
dog
cool.
sitter down there.
Okay.
So
We just sold ours.
what, your motorhome?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got an old vintage one. My dad was management at the company that built it back in the 70s.
Oh, which kind?
Apollo.
Oh, okay.
You know
okay.
that brand?
I know a lot of brands.
Yeah.
I actually, when I was 18, I bought my very first motorhome.
Yeah.
I bought a Dodge 150.
Well, they were all
open-
Dodges back then.
open
yeah.
road.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the bubble top. It had a
Right.
bathroom right
Right.
behind the driver's seat,
Yeah.
which was super cool, compact. It didn't
Right.
have a shower.
Yeah, I have a Class A, so it does have everything.
Yeah, yeah, you have everything. Well,
Yeah.
this one had everything. It had the stove, the 3-top burner, the
Right.
refrigerator, the dinette, the fold-down queen bed,
Yeah.
the queen bed that was up in the bubble top with
Right.
the slide windows,
Yeah.
and then over the cab.
So it was a Class C.
It was no, it was actually a van.
Or
With a
Class
bubble
B.
top.
They call that a Class B.
It was
so,
kind
yeah.
of smaller than a B even. It was more like those travel
Okay.
leisure vans.
Right.
But it was an open road, and it had everything, like I said, except for a shower.
Right.
But it had the hose outside,
Right.
so you can actually shower outside.
Right.
It was really a sweet little rig.
Yeah.
And then I met Jeff. I met Jeff when I was 19.
Right.
So I had lived in it for about 8 months.
Yeah.
And I was all over the place because I was a projectionist at the time.
Okay. What
You-
was it, movie theater? Or
Yeah,
what? Okay.
movie theater.
Yeah.
I used to run the multiplexes. I
Right.
used to run Rocky Horror at Pacific Coast Highway in Crenshaw.
Wow. All right.
And I ran Del Amo.
Yeah.
And I ran a couple of big multiplexes out in Sherman Oaks
Yeah.
and Whittier and Los Angeles.
Look at that. It dropped from 8 to 2 hours.
Yeah,
So it's
okay.
going.
Okay. But anyways, long story short, it was so funny. I did that for about 3 years, and then I took a leave of absence, and Jeff and I went in that little rig
Yeah.
all through the northwestern states.
Right.
He sold cable for the local cable network in our
Right.
town.
Yeah.
So he'd go knock door to door.
Yeah.
And he was only at the time, I was at the time 20, by that time we took our trip, and he was 27.
Yeah.
And we, on that trip, we had basically decided that, you know, we were going to be a couple,
Right.
and we were going to make plans for our future.
Yeah.
And eventually we would get married.
Right.
He had proposed to me, and we said, yeah, I said yes. And we talked about we were going to have children.
Yeah.
And then we decided, well, what should he go back and pursue, because he had a higher education than I did at the time.
Yeah.
So-
Next door neighbor.
So he went ahead and decided that he could either be a doctor, a vineyard owner, or a lawyer.
Yeah.
And because he did debating in college, I
Right.
said, well, I think you're going to be a perfect lawyer.
Right.
I said, doctor, do you like sign of blood and stuff? He goes, no, it makes me nauseous and I feel like I'm going to faint. I said,
Right.
well, you can't be a doctor. And I said, vineyard owner? I says, we have no knowledge of vineyard and we have no money.
Right.
So that's not going to work out very well for us.
Right.
And we were not really big wine drinkers, which was interesting too, that would have been an option for him. So when we got back from our 11-month trip, we went ahead and he decided he would pursue
A legal career.
a legal career. Yep. So
Wow.
he went and got himself a
There it is, right
law
there.
degree. And I worked 2 jobs at the time. Oh, okay.
That's Rat Beach, just down
Okay, yeah.
at
Very
the bottom
cool.
of the hill.
Well, we stored ours with our ski boat over in El Segundo at California Storage.
Right.
So if you ever want a safer spot to keep it and you can live
Oh,
out
right.
of it, because
Oh, wait, where?
California Storage in El Segundo,
What, you live on it?
you can live in it. There's
Wait,
there's people that live in there.
Wait, let me see. Okay, what, California, let me look it up.
California Storage.
Because you call it storage, usually you can't live in a storage.
Well, it's outdoor. It's an
Right.
outdoor storage facility, and he just got his back area all built.
Let me see, because I'm looking at this, so I don't have to worry about the whole moving it every 2 or 3
That's
days.
what I'm saying. That's
California
what I'm saying.
Storage, El Segundo. All right, Westwood. Does that look like the right?
It would be, wait,
You don't have their
California
phone.
Storage Master.
That's it. All right.
That's it right there.
Okay, good.
He's a real. I know the owner. I've been storing my
Oh.
boat there for 40 years now. We just sold our motorhome, so we did downsize our 55-foot space to a.
You want to
the
do me the
25.
favor and call him up and tell him I'm interested?
Okay, yeah, I could talk to him.
Yeah, so I have a 30.
Okay, you
It's
have
a
a
30
foot.
class.
Okay.
Yeah, 30-foot class A.
Okay.
It's old, so I don't
And
know.
if you pay,
Yeah.
if you pay a year in advance,
Yeah.
he gives you 2 months free.
Oh wow! So
Which
it's
is
a
really
10
bitchin'.
What do you think
You
that?
get-
What's he?
Well, I was paying. I had been with him, like I said, for almost 40 years now.
Right.
I think a 33-footer is going to be. I'm just giving you a rough estimate.
Yeah.
Could anywhere be from
I'd love to get off the street.
270
All right.
to maybe
I
295.
feel that would get rid of some of the anxiety. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
And just this office, because my anxiety level's so much less than it was at the Manhattan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The
No, I
lighting
totally
was awful.
understand. I totally
Yeah.
understand.
So
So he doesn't have plugins or anything like that. You
it's
wouldn't
a
have
class A,
Yeah, I know.
and I got batteries and
Yeah,
solar.
yeah, I
So
know,
and if
yeah,
it's out
yeah.
outside, so yeah.
Yeah.
Let them know who I am.
Okay,
that
I
would be a
will.
huge favor.
I,
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll call him today.
Sweet.
I'll
Yeah.
call him
Just
today.
tell him I'm in Street Park,
And-
but it's in good condition, although it's old. It's 45 years old.
Right. Oh no, he's got a lot of old ones.
Okay, well, a lot of times they get up-
Oh
they're
no, I
always in a
totally
clunker
understand.
piece of-
Well, first of all, you know what the sad thing is
Right.
you are absolutely correct. You are very limited right now because
Yeah.
it's old. To
Right.
go into RV
Yeah,
parks,
right.
They won't even let you come in.
Yeah, they're afraid of it not being able to.
Leaking
Right.
oil or anything. They don't even. Ours was a
And
2002.
then the stigma of normal homelessness and
Well,
mental illness. And
It's
all
so
that.
sad.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
Ours was a
I
2002.
grew up in the business, so that's why it's in my bones, and I
Right.
love it.
We had to lie to people
Right.
because I mean I didn't lie to people.
Right.
Let me rephrase that. I had to let them know that yes, my rig is a 2002, but if I show you a picture of
Right.
it, you're going to be blown away
Yeah.
because it's in excellent condition because I
Right.
kept it covered.
Right.
And
Well,
I just
mean,
took good care of it.
that
So-
obviously it's 45 years old.
Right, but still, I mean, it looks in great shape, but
Right.
they're worried about oil leaks.
Right. Or maybe if I don't pay the rent, how they're gonna have to drag it out. That's what I'm thinking.
No, I think what it is it's more like they're very expensive now. You can't get an RV spot of
Right.
30 feet.
Yeah.
Because ours was a 33 footer with 2 slide outs.
Yeah.
You can't get an RV spot of 30 feet for under $90 a night.
Right.
It's
Yeah, I know.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So in order for them to get that $90 a night and up,
Right.
they want to make sure the rigs in their presence are going to be expensive looking.
Right.
Because they're expensive. They're
Right.
hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I know.
And we sold ours for $28,500
Right.
and got it like that.
Right.
cash.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, the guy came in. He said, "I love it. I want it."
Yeah.
He had a 2002 Forester,
Right.
and we says, "Well, you're buying our 2002. Why? You have a 2002, you know." He goes, "Because I can get 15 for mine,
Right.
and yours has a second slide out, and yours looks incredibly great, and I'm going to get 15 for mine, so I'm only getting yours for 13,500."
Right.
And I said, "Well, that's smart."
Wow. So.
So he loved it. I mean, ours had a built-in ice maker, coffee maker, vanity lights, hair dryer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
It
there's.
had all the bells and whistles.
So he's okay with me just daily. In fact, he probably likes the idea that there's a common activity, right?
Well, he actually has now an office on site.
Yeah.
He doesn't promote people to live in them,
Well,
but
obviously,
he
yeah.
can't stop it if that's what they do.
Right.
So he's got a lot of people that I shouldn't say a lot, but I would say there's probably a couple of people that are known to him that do live in there.
Right.
Matter of fact,
You know that particular picture?
that's my old coach.
Oh, all right.
That
Sweet.
is my old coach.
Wow.
How funny is that?
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I was just
Oh
worried.
my God, how funny is that?
So that's what's on Google.
That's exactly my coach.
Nice.
It's not there anymore.
Wow.
But that is my coach.
Yeah.
I'm up in this new section here now, and I
Alright.
only have my boat up there
I
now.
like El
How
Segundo.
funny.
I hang out and work up there all the time.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Well, yeah.
He used to be on Maple, so this is the gate going in.
I just imagine if I
This
called
is
him
the gate-
randomly, he's like, "Oh, great, some dude."
no, if you
All right.
called him, said, "Hey, I know Jeff and Dina Sparks
Okay,
really
well, if I'm able to drop names, that's different.
Yeah,
but
you would be able to do that. I would.
Alright.
So his new office is right here in a what do they call those big square metal things?
Right.
He's got like a trailer office. So when you drive in, you used to just go right up past this and go this way, and that's where my motorhome and boat would be together in a 55-footer.
Yeah.
And now you drive back here, and this whole back here, he was able
Wow.
to asphalt it. He put in lights. He's got a big water thing there for the fire
Right.
requirements.
Yeah.
And he's got, I think he said he got in an extra 250 or 300 spots. And that's now where we have our boat up in that space.
All right.
And
So
what
you still have your boat, but you got rid of the RV.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah.
I think we're going to give our boat to our sons because
Yeah.
they live down by Mission Beach.
All right.
One of our sons, he bought a condo in the Gaslamp District.
Yeah.
And our other lives right over there by Mission Beach and Pacific Beach. And there's a really nice, there's a nice opportunity for them to be, unfortunately, neither of them have a vehicle that can launch the boat.
Right.
Like we have our Jeep, but we told the boys, we said, if you guys get a vehicle that you can launch the boat with, we give you the boat instantly.
Right.
Because then you can get it in and out of the water. If you don't have a car that you can get it in and out of the water, it's foolish for us to give you something that's going to cost you money every month.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring down the paperwork, and our son is going to submit it to this boat club that's right on the marina there, right
Yeah.
at the Mission Bay. And they allow you to store it there. And then you can use their launch facility, and
Yeah.
then you have access to their slalom course, which is a private slalom course in Mission Bay.
Yeah.
And then my husband and I could go down there whenever we like to go slalom skiing, because we love slalom skiing. And then the boys can use it a lot more than what it's being used right now, because it's not being used at all right now.
Yeah.
I mean, my husband and I haven't even taken it out this year,
Uh-huh.
because one where we like to take it, which would be Lake Nacimiento,
Yeah.
the water's really low, and then secondly, when we go to Havasu,
Yeah.
now we have to get accommodations, which is fine.
Yeah.
We don't mind that, but I just don't want to have to pull it anywhere super far with my little Jeep, because the Jeep weighs a little bit less than the boat.
Yeah. Well,
And that makes it feel uncomfortable for
yeah.
me.
Right. No, I have a Samurai. Oh, that's when I did the laminate inside. So that's,
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So are you kind of tentatively refurbishing it?
Well, no, because it is in such good shape on the inside.
Uh-huh.
It was filthy on the outside when I got it, but
Got it.
otherwise the inside was in really good shape.
Got
you know
it.
how it goes.
How much did you pay for it?
$5,000.
Oh, that's
because
not
it's
bad.
45 years old.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's carbureted, so no one wants that unless they know what they're getting into.
Yeah.
440.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously it had carpet, so I pulled that up and put this cheap little
Laminate
peelings-
down?
Yeah,
Nice.
because he just was making mountains of shit all over
Oh,
the
gotcha.
carpet.
And it's a little bit easier to clean. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. sure.
There's our tow vehicle.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, that's what's parked up there
Uh-huh,
right now. That
uh-huh.
was the Manhattan office.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been,
Well, cool. Hopefully it'll work out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll call him right away because he, I know he was filling up really fast, but I know when he got some people back there, I could tell that they were living in there because I check on
Right.
my boat all the time.
yeah.
Because I have it all winterized right now. I've got the tarp on it and stuff, and I think the tarp's about ready to be thrown away. So
Yeah, those tarps they're not really weather
they
resilient.
only last a year.
Yeah.
I put the tarp because I have a tower on it.
Yeah.
So I put the tarp over my tower and I put a belly band around it, and it really seals it up for the winter.
Uh-huh.
Because I have a boat cover on it too, and it just takes the wear and tear
There's a
off
nice
the boat
picture
cover.
of it.
Oh, that is nice. Yeah. Yeah, very nice.
I got an awning on the wrong side. I have one on the right side, but this one too.
Well, yeah. Well, that's kind of nice to have a big
Yeah.
long awning on both
I
ends.
think the theory was you park next to your friends, and that way you get double the awning.
Well, I think also the theory is no matter where you park, if you want shade, you have it on
Yeah.
either side of your rig.
Right, but this is the only time I've actually seen a full awning on the left side of a Class A.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I've
That's-
never seen it
yeah.
either.
I know.
That was
some.
obviously installed afterwards.
Oh yeah, the on the higher end ones, you often see an awning for each window.
Yeah, I have awnings on my windows.
Yeah.
Actually, because I have a slide out, mine had a slide out here. My whole kitchen and dining area all slid out on this side, on the
Right.
driver's side.
Yeah.
So I get 3 more feet.
Yeah.
And on the passenger side, just the back end slid out for my master bedroom.
Yeah,
And yeah, it was a beautiful rig. I wanted to sell it because we were talking serious about going to Australia, and then the pandemic happened.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when there was all that free money, we had some guy that was just a little off.
Yeah.
Never owned a coach, and he came out of, I think, Westwood, and he wanted to buy it, and he was bragging about how he got all this free money from the government, and I was just like, oh
but
my
yeah,
God.
like $1,000 is a lot of money, right?
No,
Yeah.
he filed for more. I don't know how he got it, but he bragged about getting a lot of money, like 20 grand or something ridiculous.
Still not that much money in
No,
the grand
it's
scheme
not.
of things,
No,
right?
it's not.
Yeah.
And I said, and at that time I was off. I was actually listed it for 26, and he was nickeling and diming me, and then he was like pinpointing little things like a scratch, or like, I'll have to fix that scratch. And I looked at him, I go, and he brought a huge person out to do an inspection, and
Right.
the guy was going to try to climb up my ladder, and I said,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
He goes, oh, I want to get on the roof. I go, you're not
Uh-uh.
getting on my
Yeah.
roof. You're like 450
Right.
pounds.
Yeah.
I said, are you freaking kidding me?
Right.
I said, no.
Yeah. Wow.
I said, get your ladder out of the car and you can climb up your ladder
And you look at it.
and you can look at it, and I have no reliability.
Right.
Yeah,
you don't want him breaking it.
I don't want
Yeah.
him breaking my ladder off my rig. And
No, my ladder's chintzy. Yeah.
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 And I was the only one that ever climbed on it because I
Right.
covered it with a cover.
Yeah.
34-foot long cover.
Right.
One time I almost got literally blown off by the wind in the sail.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't have my husband outside to hold down some of the straps,
Right.
the wind would pick it up and it'd billow,
Yeah,
and I'd be
yeah.
like, oh, hanging on for
Right.
dear life.
Yeah.
So he got really weird, and then during the inspection, he only wanted his wife and son in the coach without anyone, him and his wife and son. And I said, sir, I said,
Yeah.
I said, this is my coach.
Right.
And I'll come in. You guys
Right.
can still wear your mask. I'll wear my
Yeah.
mask. But you're not going to go into my coach
Right.
and touch things without my knowledge, because you don't know what you're touching.
Right.
Now, I can go into my coach and
like
you don't
that
have to
picture.
touch a thing.
Yeah.
And I can show you everything in my coach.
Right.
Because I know everything about this coach. I've owned
Yeah.
it for 20 years.
Yeah.
And so he was kind of weird. And then after he left, he was like, I'm going to come back and buy it. I'm going to come back and buy it. And my husband and I, we were like, what a waste of 2.5 hours.
Right.
My husband goes, Dina, I don't even want to sell it to him.
Yeah.
And I said, why? He goes, I just got bad vibes from that man.
Right.
And so he kept calling back, and I said, look, you know what? Please don't call us anymore.
Yeah.
We've already made a decision. We're not
Yeah.
going to sell it to
Wow.
you. And I said, I'm sorry. So then we pulled it off the market, and then we started using it quite a bit more during the pandemic, but people weren't allowing you to come because they were only doing it for essential workers, allow you to make reservations.
Yeah.
So we'd go off the grid and we'd go to like either somewhere remote and, just kind of have fun in it.
Mhm.
And then Jeff and I said last year, we were like, let's just throw it back on the market just to see what comes out of it. And we put it on the market in July, and bam, within 2 weeks, this guy Lee, the nicest guy, him and his wife, he was an old bus driver, retired,
Yeah.
and he's a motorhead
Yeah,
guru,
yeah.
African American,
Yeah.
super nice man,
Yeah.
in an African American Winnebago club,
Right.
but he was the only one with the Forester.
Yeah.
And so he was super excited to get a Winnebago.
Yeah.
And when he saw it, he says, I love this coach so much. He goes, I'm going to come back tomorrow with cash.
Sweet.
And we're like, oh my gosh,
Sweet.
that's awesome.
This is my mom. She's just hanging
Oh,
out.
hi. Hi, I'm Dina.
Hi, Gina.
I love your son. He is such a nice guy.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You should be so proud of him. He's such a wonder. He's helped my husband and I many a times for many years on our electronics.
Yeah. He's got the patience.
And the
So-
knowledge.
And the knowledge, yes.
Yeah.
He's been doing this since he was in high school.
Oh, really?
No, we're just talking about motorhomes. She thinks she's got another place for me to park that's actually a protected lot.
Yeah, over in El
Oh.
Segundo, because I have put my coach there for over 40 years. I have my boat there still. The nicest man owns it.
So that would be
So-
just El Segundo.
You could still be in it and
Yeah.
everything?
That's why I'm
Yeah,
like,
he could probably stay in it. He just make sure Sean gives him a nice flat spot.
yeah.
He won't have hookups and stuff like that. So, but Sean told me that if you ever need to dump, I guess over by Imperium,
Oh, right.
there's a dump there.
I also have one of those roller temporary ones, so I can pick it up and take that by itself. So,
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't necessarily have to even do the drive
Okay.
it.
Got
to
it.
do
Got
that,
it.
get
Got
that
it.
done.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. Oh, that's handy.
Wow, that would be great.
Wouldn't that
Yeah,
be wonderful?
uh,
So you can have it secure and that you
yeah.
can come and go because they give you a code to go in the gate. So you
Sweet.
can come and
That's
go.
Yeah, that would be
better,
that would
yeah.
eliminate a little bit more
Yeah.
anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
I like that picture too.
Wonderful.
Super cute.
Oh, this was with my Nikon. So I have
Uh-huh.
a little SLR. It's a D5500.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's what these pictures are.
Look at his little sandy tongue.
Yeah,
He's like, I've been chewing my ball.
yeah.
Oh, what's nice too is at night you can walk him in the lot there, and then he can do his business, pick it
Yeah.
up, and then you can, have a safe place to go back into your place.
Yeah.
I need 2 bags before I take
You gonna walk? You gonna walk them? Let's see here. Oh, in my pocket. Here's one.
Well, don't
That's brand new.
Oh, he must know Grandma's here to walk him.
Yeah.
I've been doing it every day.
Yeah.
Oh, how fantastic.
Yeah, that
Well,
was.
I need the exercise and
I've been power walking quite a bit too.
and he needs to poop,
Yeah. Hey, that's good enough reason.
After the pandemic, it was, I gained so much weight there.
Oh, here you go.
Well, you look
Here's my bowl.
great. I don't know what you looked like before, but you don't look like you're carrying a lot of
Well,
weight. Good for
I
you.
dropped 12 pounds.
Fantastic.
There
Just
you go.
changing my diet and moving more.
Good, moving more. Good for you.
I'm
Same here.
I'm stable now at my weight.
Oh, good for you.
I don't want to lose any more because then I start looking anorexic.
Yeah, just tone up some. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing
Tone up the
push-ups and walking and
I
power
mean,
walking.
I didn't mind my weight per se. It was just that I was still flabby.
Right. You just felt like you weren't moving enough. Well, I haven't gone back to the gym. I stopped going to the gym right when the pandemic hit, and just haven't gotten the courage. Well, not the courage, but
Yeah,
I really
I
want to
get
go
it.
back
Yeah.
to it. But I've been doing all my exercising outside as long as the weather's good.
Yeah, so I'm taking advantage of the good weather.
Mhm.
He knows that this is our deal.
It's awesome.
So, and he's really good.
He's a good day to walk. I miss my Labrador.
Well, I was afraid at first because I've had 2 hip replacements
Oh,
about 2 years ago, so I'm completely healed and he's so strong. But now he's had him in school, and I found out he directs like a horse.
oh.
Have you ever ridden horses?
Mhm.
So the reins, you
Yep.
just do this. So when I'm walking him, I just shorten it and I just do this and I'm like, oh,
That's
it's just like a
fantastic.
horse.
Yeah,
It's my baby horse.
that's fantastic. Look at him. He's like, oh, goody, we're going.
I'm trying to decide if I have to go to the bathroom.
You want my key? It's right there.
No, I think I'm good.
All right.
He's ready to go. Okay, we'll be back.
All right.
Well, have a good walk.
Okay?
Sweet.
Later.
He's
You're
all
a good
excited.
boy.
Yay!
You're a good boy.
Look at how excited he is.
I wore him out yesterday. We were out for an hour and a half, and he was like, "I'm done." Come on. Nice meeting you.
Likewise, take care.
He's so
All right. Now, yeah, so my dad was management at the company that built my RV.
Oh.
So she knows the lifestyle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's Santa Barbara we were camping.
Yeah, I would be really careful leaving it out on the streets, especially
I mean, it's
over-
been a problem for the last not a problem for the last 3 years.
Oh, gotcha.
But I think they held off on giving anyone
I think so,
tickets
too. I
for
think
the
they
last
got
couple of
lucky.
years. And now that the pandemic is over, it's like, okay,
Yep,
let's see
yep,
this
yep.
thing move. So,
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
somebody could have called too and said,
Right.
look.
But everyone in
I'm
the
fine.
neighborhood knows me. So,
Gotcha.
but yeah. So now I'll
Yeah.
have to,
Find another spot. Find a
Yeah.
safe spot. Yeah, because you don't want to go all of a sudden get off work, go back there and have it gone.
right. I actually put GPS trackers on all my vehicles. I got 4 vehicles.
Oh, do you?
So I got one. It's cheap because it's a little,
So what size spot are you going to be interested in?
well, that's a 30.
Okay.
So, I mean, if he's got a space for another car, that'd be cool too.
Right. So you
Yeah.
probably would like a 50-foot space.
All right, well, then that would be cool.
That way you
If
can
it-
have
I-
your RV there
yeah.
and pull your car in.
Right, yeah.
That's
And
what,
I leave one of my
see,
cars here. That's
yeah.
what,
See, that's exactly what I had. I had
Right.
my motorhome and my boat.
yeah, so you see those pictures. I got that convertible, the Samurai. My daily driver is a Toyota. And the Samurai and the Toyota have 5-speed manuals, so I don't have to get a dolly to tow them.
Gotcha.
That's why I have a
gotcha.
5-speed.
Ah, gotcha.
So the Samurai is an off-road tow behind. If I go someplace that's hilly and dirty, I got that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the Toyota is a regular street car.
Ah,
So there's
Very cool.
That's why I can justify having more than one vehicle. But yeah. So I do. My dad's still here too, so he talked me through getting the thing to going again. He was basically the assistant to the president at the company. They were built here in LA.
oh, okay.
Yeah, Apollo started. They were Carson, Southgate, and Downey is where they were basically
Oh, okay.
built.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
So yeah,
Very cool.
there we go.
What lake is that?
Oh, that's not a lake. That's just the harbor.
Oh, that's the harbor.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, that's Redondo.
Yeah, just getting him on the paddleboard was
Oh my
fun.
God, how fun!
Yeah, he was.
So
a,
you took him out?
he was a little nervous
Uh-huh.
because he was. It was a foreign experience. But that was the
Sure.
only one time we did it because getting him to go, he was afraid to get on the thing.
Oh, I bet because
Yeah.
it was all motion.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
once we got out of there, he was good.
That's fantastic. I never put Roxy on a.
And he swims fine. I take
Oh,
him down
yeah.
to Rosie's.
Oh,
so
yeah.
If he fell off, he could still swim.
Oh yeah, my Labrador swim really.
But
really
of course, I would end up having to drag him to shore or the rocks or whatever, because
Yeah.
I don't think I would have been able to lift him back on.
Oh, absolutely. If he'd fallen off the paddleboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would have been awkward to try to get him back on it.
Right.
My daughter puts her Labrador on a 15-foot long plus
Yeah.
paddleboard. Let me see if I have a picture of them. They're up in Maine.
Right.
That's where we're actually going to be going next week for her wedding.
Cool. So yeah, we're just chugging along. I don't think it's going to take 4 hours, but that's what the ETA dropped to. Sweet.
He's a brute little guy. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's got a. They put a vest on him too.
Yeah. Well, that's what I probably should have done that day in case, so he didn't get exhausted.
There he is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about the size of paddleboard we were out on that day.
That's an inflatable one.
Yeah, that one looks. I was just noticing it's about twice as thick as a normal
Yeah,
paddleboard.
it's a inflatable and it's 15 foot long, so it holds 2 people or
Right.
3 people if you want. But they put him on it all the time. He loves it.
Sweet.
Yeah. And then folds up and goes into a bag. They bought it at Costco for $4.99.
Nice.
Yeah. And it comes with a pump too.
Right.
So it's got the pump with it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so there we go.
So what does it say now?
Well, it says 4 hours, 45 minutes. Obviously, it won't take that much time.
I know. Isn't that funny how it bounces around and
Well,
stuff?
because it's almost like one of those 1970s needles that tells you what your gas mileage is.
Got it.
It's always moving because it's just so. It's always tagging the data. It's always
Right.
trying to figure out.
So how far is LBJ from here?
LPJ Burrito? I don't know, 2 or 3 blocks.
Maybe I might walk down
Yeah,
there and get a
yeah.
little
It's
something.
maybe walking. Look it up. See how far
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
that's true.
See
Do you
what the
want
walk-
anything?
Yeah, I think at this point, this is all I'm here for. I showed up on time for you. Otherwise, I don't have anything else going on. And I got to move the motor on because it's like, oh God, I got a parking ticket. First parking ticket in years. So I don't want them to get all on me for it.
I don't blame you.
Yeah,
It's a 5-minute walk.
there you go.
I think I'll walk over there. Would you like anything?
You know, what, I can walk with you if you want.
Oh yeah, sure, that'll be great.
All right, yeah.
We'll do that.
So let
Take
me
a stroll.
turn my camera
That'd
off.
be awesome.
All right.
Yeah, I mean they got really good food.
Oh yeah, that's the best.